Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to test out two Lat64 discs that have very similar numbers. One is brand new, it's called the Mighty. The other one is the Explorer. Let's see how they fly. Let's go. Jeremy from Disc Golf Deals USA. One of Lat64's most popular mid-ranges has got to be the Explorer with numbers 7502. This is a great workhorse disc that lots of pros and a lot of you guys out there love. Well, Lat64 just came out with a brand new fairway driver called the Mighty. Numbers on a Mighty are 7, 5, -1, 2. These numbers are very close. Is there any difference between these two? Let's go test them out. First up, let's test out the Explorer. I got an Opto and Opto X. So let's go ahead and start with the Opto first. Yes, nice and straight. Oh, good finish at the end too. Yeah, Explorer is just one of those discs that everybody can put in their bag and find some use out of it. This is a category of disc I like to call the workhorse disc just because it can do it all pretty much. All right, now let's try the Opto X. Oh, look at that dead straight flight. Nice finish. Yeah, my experience, usually Opto X is going to be a little bit, like tiny bit more stable than Opto. I feel like that's the case here too. All right, now let's try the Mighty. So I've got the Mighty in two different plastics. We got the one that was in the Royal box from this past December, and then the brand new one that just dropped that you guys can pick up, which is the Clear Mighty. So let's start out with the Royal one first. Yeah, wow. A tiny bit of flip up to it. Good, reliable finish. That's fantastic. Yeah, when we first got this prototype Mighty in the Royal box, it was flying pretty dead straight with a nice, reliable finish. I was a little surprised when they came out with the flight numbers that has a -1 turn and then a 2 fade, because I felt like it was pretty much like a 0-2. But we haven't tried out the Clear yet. Let's try out the Clear. Yeah, see, and that's where those flight numbers come in for sure. That Clear is definitely dead straight. Wow, that thing flew almost like a -1. Such a beautiful straight flying disc. Fantastic. Thing I've noticed with the clear plastic is the discs tend to be a little bit flippier than some of the discs that aren't in clear plastic. Definitely the case with a Brave that I got. Man, that thing was super flippy. But compared to the prototype Mighty that we got earlier, this Clear is definitely flying exactly like the flight numbers, which is wonderful, and I can't wait to test it out some more. So no big surprises so far. Explorer flying just like the flight numbers. Opto X might be a touch more stable, and then the Mighty flying pretty close to the flight numbers, especially with the Clear, but this one is more like the workhorse numbers 7502, which is not surprising because I have thrown this for a little bit. So they fly pretty good on backhand. Let's see how they fly on forehand. Let's do Explorer first. Yeah, a little Hyzer on that one. Able to fight out of it, go dead straight. Wow, great flyer. Opto X next. Yeah, similar angle, able to fight out of it. That's great. Explorer is a wonderful disc on a forehand, able to handle that forehand torque, fight out of it. Now let's try the Mighty. Let's go with the Royal one first. All right, very similar angle, a little more height. Yeah, see how that fights out of it? Way more stable. Now the Clear Mighty. There we go. That one actually had a little Hyzer on it, flipped up to flat. So the first three I was able to trust more on like an Hyzer angle. I knew they were gonna fight out, but that Mighty for sure. Definitely not going to be able to handle that on a forehand. Let's do one more final throw with these in the field. And then the other day I was able to take these out to the woods. So we're going to see how these fly in the woods. So let's do one more throw with the Explorer. We're going to head right at that basket. Going to lay it nice and flat, a little bit to the right. And we're going to see how this is going to be a workhorse getting us towards that basket. Let's go. That was super low, but check this out. Workhorse disc for sure. Now the Mighty, we're going to do a very similar shot, but we're going to aim basically right at this basket because we are getting that nice -1 turn out of it. There we go. There's that turn. Let's get that hook up. Come on. All right. Almost got it there. Yeah, so right there, you can definitely see there is a difference between these flights. Explorer is definitely going dead straight, where we're getting a little bit of flip out of the Mighty, which getting that little flip out of the Mighty means you're going to get a little bit extra distance or glide out of it too, for sure. All right, let's see how these fly in the woods. Let's go. Yeah, this hole is perfect for the Explorer and the Mighty. First shot, you just want to get dead straight and kind of hook up to the left a little bit and then have a straight shot at the basket. It's pretty much a U-shape shot. So first shot should be one of these. Let's go with the clear Mighty first. Oh, that's looking perfect. A little on the inside. Oh my gosh, that thing is flying lovely. And the glide on it, I gotta say, that thing has got great glide on it. Now let's go with the Explorer. Oh yeah, same line. Get through there. Let's go. All right, now that one you could see it kind of dropped out of the sky a little sooner. So I'd say Mighty might be a little bit more glidey version of an Explorer. I don't know. If you're a big fan of the Explorer, I gotta say this new clear Mighty is worth checking out for sure. Definitely reminds me a lot of like a little bit glidier version of like an Opto Explorer. So I think it's definitely worth checking out. Seems like a fantastic disc. I think a lot of people are going to be throwing it. Clear Mighty put us in a great spot. I'd say we're probably maybe like 260 out. We got kind of a Hyzer route over here. So all we got to do is find an angle and put it on it, which should be good for a disc like this. Yeah, under the basket. Well, that's 3 Mighty clear shots for a Mighty birdie on this hole. Gotta say, big fan of this clear Mighty. This hole is perfect for an Explorer Mighty battle. It's basically 300 dead straight tunnel you got to hit, and then right at the very end it opens up, and you want something that kind of hooks up late to the left, which should be perfect for these ones on backhand. Let's go with the clear Mighty. There we go. Got the good gap. Don't hit that tree. Oh no. Well, Explorer, looks like you're going to get a chance to get one up on this hole. Let's go with the Lori Opto X Explorer. There we go. Found the good gap. Hooking up a little sooner than I wanted. Yeah, still in putting range. All right, not too bad. Gotta say, Mighty is definitely pushing a little bit straighter, whereas Explorer is wanting to hook up a little sooner. So that's kind of interesting. Opto X Explorer for the win on this one. Well, let's go ahead and finish out on one hole. Now on this one, we're gonna have to throw a forehand and a backhand to get us a birdie putt. Which one's gonna be able to do it? Explorer or Mighty? I don't know, because we're tied up right now. Mighty's gotten one hole, Explorer's gotten one hole. Let's see who's gonna be the winner. Okay, final hole, 440. We just gotta put a forehand out there and then end with the backhand. Should be able to do that with one of these. We got 2 Mighties, 2 Explorers. Let's see which one's gonna win. Clear Mighty up first. Yeah, look how straight that goes. Oh my gosh, fantastic on forehand. Let's go, that's in a perfect spot. All right, now the Proto Mighty. This one, I gotta say, is a little bit more on the overstable side. Still flies pretty darn straight though. Now, Explorer time. Opto Explorer first. Yeah, very straight. Man, these are very similar discs. And Opto X Explorer. Oh, way too low. Still pushing forward. All right, set up for a good backhand shot. Good old Opto Explorer put us in the middle here. So this should be a good up and down for us. We got some low branches there. So let's swing something wide, hook it back in. It should be good. Oh, a little short. Let's see if the Mighty can do better. Man, all of these went almost exactly the same distance, but this Mighty, I gotta say, in clear plastic, it's consistently just going an extra like 15 feet, 20 feet further than the other ones. Yeah, there's something magic in this clear, and I gotta say, it feels fantastic. It's got a little bit of give to it. It's not exactly soft, but a little bit of give to it. Nice grip. I really like this one. All right, let's see if we can put it under the basket. Looks good. Oh, good curl up. Let's go. Well, when it comes down to it, guys, I gotta say, it's almost splitting hairs comparing these two. They're very close. I mean, very similar. I really am kind of digging this clear Mighty. Not a huge fan of the Proto Mighty. It was a little bit more on the overstable side, but this clear Mighty, it's got a little bit extra give to it, a little more flexible. This is definitely a disc that's probably going to be going in my bag. Very similar to like an Opto Explorer, but I gotta say, this one's just kind of pushing extra 10, 15 feet further. Fantastic disc. Definitely should check these out. Well, if you're into Explorers or wanting to check out the Mighties, we got them over at Disc Golf Deals USA. Check them out. Till I see you next time. Peace out.